I'm very excited to be here. And it's strange for us because normally our meetings are in your apartment usually, where we have tea and you make me soup.
Yeah.
And we talk and
I write
talk.
a new script.
I write a new script and talk movies.
For me, also very interesting because I never think, one day sit down and talk about my film, my memory or something. But more than that, with you.
Well, imagine how I feel because for any young filmmaker, especially Iranian, The Runner is one of those films that you're looking at as one of the most important films ever made. It's one of the most important Iranian films made and one of the best films about children ever made. In some way, you have some similarities with the director. We both like Werner Herzog because he had a hard background in childhood like you. He never moaned or groaned about it. He lived it. He took it. He learned from it. And Fitzcarraldo, I think, is an embodiment of your whole life. I mean, your life is like dragging that ship over the mountain.
I'm 9 years old. I know about life. I know hate, I know love, I know this, I know how I can be good person, bad person, who look into bad, who could this. Everything about life I know. I know summer, I know winter, I know rain, I know this, I know eating, I know hungry. I know about that. Cut.
You're from Abadan, which is in the deep south of Iran. Tell me about your childhood a little bit and how that influenced The Runner.
I never have father, I lived with my mom is 5 years. Then I grew up in the street, and I grew up in cinema, and I sleep in the cinema. I work in cinema, cleaning cinema, and I went to school very late.
How old were you when you started school?
School, I'm 9 years old.
9.
They said, why you coming now? I said, I never know, nobody bring me. Anyway, they said, you should come in night. Night is, in the class. I came there, in the 3 years, I make it, whole 6 years, done. And then I go forward. I know.
Wait 1 second. You're saying you did 6 years of schooling in 3 years?
Yes.
By the way, I totally believe you because in real life, you are a runner. You have you have an energy that to me, I've never seen in any
I showed
other
them
human
runner.
being. Yeah,
I showed them runner. A, B, 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 B.
Yeah.
Yeah.
زاد
زاد
تا
تا
زو
زا
کاف کوچک
کاف کوچک
که بزرگ
که بزرگ
هی
I work in the ship always, it's coming to dock or something, and I tap dance, and always do this for the people working the ship. Shoe shine is best job for me because I don't have a boss, it's my job, and be there and I'm painting the ship or something like that, and sometimes go with them in different places and come back. Anyway, Raamin, I grew up with cinema. I don't remember anything besides cinema.
Master, what?
And part of what made you so unique in Iranian cinema is you were coming from the deep south and your level of education was very, very different than the urban, more educated, focused, Tehran-based filmmakers. You come with a completely different burst of energy, totally self-taught, and maybe with a completely different understanding of cinema history, maybe if I could say even a savant understanding of cinema. You have memorized every film and every shot in a way that to me still baffles me when you talk about movies.
Yeah, I came to cinema as a cinephile.
Right. Do you remember the first movie?
First movie, I remember Abbas Keton. And I'm very lucky because in Abadan, they show the real movie because foreign people there. They're from ship and oil and that kind of things. Anyway, I work, make money, go to cinema. And very soon, I know it, I want to be a filmmaker. And for that reason, I get obsessed with the Kubrick at this time.
Can you please tell me how you managed to see 2001 at the premiere in London?
From bus, Iranian bus, I go to Turkish, Ankara.
Okay.
Finished. Now I want to go to London. What can I do? Everything with the bus, with the hitchhiking. At that time, hitchhiking very,
Easier.
people do it, yeah. Not easy, but people do it.
Did you see the film?
Yeah, of course.
Because I'm thinking about maybe you...
I see the film, I'm shocked about it. Because, there's a very unusual film, First 1 hour in the monkeys and this and that. Then, that, what is it, bone, cut to the sky, 2,000 years later. But every week, 1 time or 2 times, I watch it again in London. They know me. They put the one straight, I go there. At that time, I know I want to be a filmmaker, no matter what, no matter what. 70, I'm leaving.
And that's when you started to integrate with the cinema world of Tehran?
Yes. I work as a still photographer in so many movies. And me and Kurosami-san, we worked together, I think 4 years or 5 years. We make always, what is this, titles for the film.
Title design for Kanun.
Yes,
Tell
I
us
think
about that.
Kanun has changed cinema, I think. Kanun, there's changed the whole look of and meaning of the cinema in Iran.
And that was, just for people who may not know about it was an organization in Iran that was funding films and filmmakers to make films for young people,
For young people, the reason is very interesting. The kids sit down inside with air condition, there's no fight, they're watching the movie, then film go to closet, cut.
Right.
Then I become the filmmaker first. And if you remember, I make big studio with a
That's
big
right.
budget. Thanks here, thank now, and also the Ampas, and including Goodbye My Friend.
Just for people to know, like, for example, Tangsir is an adaptation of Sadegh Chubak's huge novel and was a massive commercial hit.
First, I'm obsessed with the Dan Siegel stuff, or Jacques Turner, or that kind of B movie or something. I'm crazy about that. I try to make the film like them, like Robbery, like this. And the second film also, I did it in different way, like John Huston, Jungle Asphalt, or Sierra Madre. And with the Tangsir, which is very successful, I find that this is not my way.
And you turned away from all of that to make personal films.
For me, very important because I'm obsessed to make always a trilogy about my childhood. Then I started first with the harmonica. Yeah,
So Harmonica, Waiting, and The Runner formed
This is
your...
the three one.
How did you start The Runner? Where did the idea come from?
Before the revolution start.
78, 79.
Yeah. I'm in the South. I tried to make the one film called Winner. Almost The Runner in there. But I never can finish it. I edited because Kanun says you should edit it until you give the rest of your money. Okay. But never have sound in that film. After revolution, I'm always thinking about that, about The Runner. Some images came from that. Actually, I combine it with my experience in life to make it Runner. But base is coming from that. But Runner, okay, my country's in war, Iran.
The Iran-Iraq War.
Very bad. The reason I did, because people living from my city, and then I find that so many young kids get lost, or drug addict, or this, or sell the drug, or no money, no life, and people from my cities go to another city. They not accept them, not easy. Some of them accept, some of them not. Everybody lose the house. This mostly kid. I go to Kanun, to
The organization for young adults to make the movie.
I go there and I says, I want to make movie, but I want to make it proud for the kids, be in the food and becoming somebody. Cut. I go to make The Runner in Abadan. Raamin, hold the sky black, because fire, because of oil.
Oil fires.
Yeah. And crew.
From bombs also, or?
From bomb to, anyway, war.
Right.
Of course, the bomb. Then now is the 30 people, 35 people crew with me, including 9 kids or 12 kids.
How did you find the main kid?
Main kid is very interesting. Majid Nirman. I go to South. Every school, every kid I watch them. Nobody's correct for this. Then I find that one new magazine, the sport magazine. The couple of kids in it, one of them like that. This grabbed me, this kid. I find it where he lives, and I go with my assistant, and finally find his home.
Where?
Somewhere in Tehran. Okay. I go there. I said, hey, boy. He said, what do you want? I says, okay, sorry. This is my name, and give it to your father, and this is my telephone, and call me. And he give it to me and go and cut. I'm going to stay there. And again, I ring a door. One man said, what do you want? I says, I am that guy, my name. Naderi. I give my number, telephone to your son. I wish I can talk with you before I'm leaving. He says, okay, come up. They find me who I am. They
realize who you
Mr.
are.
Naderi. Harmonica helped me a lot.
Right.
Even in the war, after the revolution, everybody know about it. Anyway, I said, I just want to make the film with your son. He says, I cannot do it because it's school. I said, I get a teacher. They give me kid. And the moment I saw him, he has something. He's very quiet, very, face is very expression is amazing. Anyway, I bring him. First 3 days is not good. Because
Of filming or rehearsing?
filming. Because in front of the other kids, is not comfortable
He was
or
self-conscious
something.
with the other kids.
And I said, I put everybody, crew and kids. I said, okay, everybody listen to me. From today, nobody talk to this boy. Even car accident happened, I'm responsible. Nobody touched it. And always I put him in the car alone. He's in the car like that. He never talk, and he never know what the scene about. He coming, I go there, I talk with him, okay, you coming, you do this, you do this, you do that, and he coming, and the reason my kids in the film people says good, I'm not academic, Ramin. Not academic, no this, no that, no method. I don't have that stuff. I put myself, my feeling, to insert somebody's heart, and not brain, heart. The boy, after 1 week, Ramin, surprised me. Oh my God, surprised me. And I opened the door.
Do you remember the moment? The scene you were filming?
Yeah.
Which scene?
The first shot, he look into a sea.
At the boats?
Yeah. The way he's screaming and bring the hand up and looking because of sound coming. Think about me. Amir, he do it as a human. He had to do it as a kid. From that moment, I now find that his runner is amazing. Then I give them some newspaper or something or magazine, foreign magazine. I said, okay, collage it for me. I go out, I come back, he did exactly like me. He become me. And in the end, I become very anxious about, I'm responsible for these kids. Because war is everywhere. One time is one bomb coming, he lose this voice.
The boy did.
Yeah, for 2 days.
Because of the
Sound.
bombings.
And he get scary and he shock 2 days. And I did everything with him is close up. Only close up.
He's such an amazing actor, and what you got from him and how you directed him, because he's so full of solitude, but he's also so joyous. And I think one of the things that's so different about The Runner compared to many of the films that came after from Iran, especially films from the Qanun about children, is the film has a realism to it, but your camera and your edit and your sound design is something totally different. You have these incredible traveling shots to the boy when he's sitting next to the water, looking at the ocean, that are so interior to the soul. Then you have these unbelievable long lens shots which incorporate the boy in the landscape and make it, I don't want to say just epic, it makes it almost mythic, a mythic quality.
But don't forget, okay, this is my story. I know about that. Okay, good. I want to make it. I know it. I have experience. I know it. But I says, how can do it very modern way, in the way I'm looking. 2 people, I'm crazy about them. Godard and Kurosawa-san.
It's funny you say Kurosawa, because I wanted to ask you, you always told me about if I ever wanted to film a following or a chase sequence, no one could do it better than Kurosawa.
Nobody.
In that bicycle sequence,
Yes.
is that what you were thinking
Yes. The last 40 minutes
Yeah.
in the Seven Samurai
Yeah.
or in the Run. I learned from Kurosawa-san movement camera, because he worked always with the 3 different camera, mostly.
Right.
And how can work with the telephoto? And how can the movement with the next shot, with editing and movement tells the story, not too much time. But one person behind me and behind the Kurosawa-san for me, Godard,
Godard. For the montage?
with the color and editing.
Yes, the competition for the ice next to the oil fields.
The color about the passion, energy of this boy. You feel it? It truly came from Godard. Language of the color, this color to this color to next color, or and colors came from location. You cannot add it, you cannot this. And the scene you mentioned, the color in the last scene with the eyes, again, hold the film about that. This is life. Go get it. If not, get melt. God with the traveling is, for me, Tarkovsky. You move the camera in air, in the atmosphere. You cannot touch it. Then see the mood or atmosphere or location or not. That one I like it. For example, Wells do this. But I cannot learn from Wales.
Orson Welles.
I learn very wide lens, and move very angry. Tarkovsky not make it angry. Tarkovsky make it discover.
In general, how did you plan the shots for the film? Were they just in your head? You created them in the moment?
Let me tell you.
Tell me.
The run is very hard for me because I went to Abadan. I cannot make it.
No, you made it in Bandar Abbas.
In the 12th city.
I like it because it makes me feel the movie's taking place over many months.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And anyway, I have my actor. I have a scene. How the beginning, how end. Who's in the scene important? Okay, boy. A boy alone or with somebody. Okay, boy is important. Something boy important, but my camera be in the other people. We just hearing the boy. Or sometimes I cut the boy. But I never do it close up as a close up. Always camera movement. I do it mise-en-scène, long take. Sometimes I do it long take 5 minutes, then I cut the long take together.
But did you plan the shots before the day of shooting, or you created them on the day of shooting?
I know the story. I know the location. I think about it last night. I think about the morning 1 hour before I go to location.
First.
Oh, yeah. I know everything, but I didn't know anything until that moment happened.
You have a plan, but in the moment, you're responding to what's happening.
Make the mood and atmosphere to that scene. To people, cameraman, soundman, these people, they should come with you slowly coming. They believe it, we want to do something.
And oftentimes, the director won't talk to them that way. The director doesn't want to bring them into it. So once you do that, in fact, I'm sure you found that they end up loving you more because they're involved.
They trust you.
Yeah.
Because people in the film, even these 3 cameramen here now, if you're talking now, or soundman, if they get engaged with us, they more believe it. They maybe never move the camera, but something, feeling and energy from their mind and their heart is going to lens, because everything in the cinema, I'm in here, lens is there. What's happened between the here to there? That's important. Sometimes flowing, sometimes harsh. Something magic happens.
Yeah.
امیر یک پیرم آلتونه ما دیگه باید برو
I love the moment when his friend has to leave and he comes and gives him a shirt. What I love about it is, as I look at it, I think this location probably has nothing to do with anywhere where they live, but you have found an amazing location and put them there, the collage that you described. But one of the things you taught me as we were working on scripts together was the importance of props. And I remember you would say, if you're going to visit someone that you love and care about, you should not take them food because they will eat it and it will go away
That's
one
it.
day.
Tomorrow
You have
morning
to
gone.
you have to give them something that lasts. And I love that shirt because it becomes an important prop in the film. He wears it to
go to a school.
to get his education. And we remember the friendship he had with that boy as somehow supporting him as he does that journey. And I love that lesson to me as a filmmaker when I watched that scene.
Because I don't have so many scenes like that in my film, But they always fighting or, they're determined together to get something. But that particular boy remind me somebody in my life,
Your friend back.
Oh, yeah. He gave me a shirt. And for me, important, that shirt is going with aeroplane in the runway. An aeroplane coming to his back and he is screaming.
Yeah.
This is the only scene I hold my idea about life and about filmmaking, about myself in that shot.
What is it?
Because-
Modernity, travel, movement?
Movement, and go get it. And nobody can stop you, even aeroplane. We grew up with this. My philosophy, 2 and 2, never before. I don't care. Sometimes I can make it 6.5. You don't believe it? I'll keep going. Maybe never be there, but something happened.
Like the kid in the movie, he says,
That's it.
why did you keep running after the train? He says, I want to know how far I can run.
Yes, this is it.
You learn cinema from cinema, you say, but I would add, you lived a life so full it would spill off the camera. Anything you want to tell the next generation?
I want to say, runner, my heart, and come with me everywhere, anywhere I want to go, anything I want to do. And after revolution, let's say after I'm leaving my country, Runner, I think, make so many filmmakers in my country.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
You know,
They all reference it.
yeah.
Yeah.
I
Obadi, Panahi, they all talk about
they
it.
says that, yeah. And so many young people.
Well, these were all the things that I told you. I took his running, his shirt,
Yeah.
no backstory, the jobs. I took all of them and put them in Chop Shop.
For me, most important, I find that they catch the cinema in this film. Catch the editing, catch the color, catch the life, catch the movement, catch the silence, catch the acting, catch these things. We Iranian, but we international.
Right.
We Iranian, but we know what life. We Iranian, but we traveling. We Iranian, but we know what cinema. We Iranian, but hey, Iran have carpet. If you have a carpet, you can make the movie.
And
I love you. Man.
I love you, and it's
No.
been such a
Yeah.
honor to talk to you today.
I'm honored we have a chance to talk together. And more than that, I'm honored this film has come up one day and make a new filmmaker. Thank you very much. God.